It's unbelievable that, look, they do so much evil to President Bolsonaro, especially. You all know very well who actually gets things done. Both President Bolsonaro and Michelle Bolsonaro being cheered. I think it became really hard for Zando to keep up appearances with that video of him circulating in Dubai. Now we see our captain. A packed show. That's what these perverse people like Ignacio and such get outraged about. A packed show. Packed. Everyone shouting, "Woohoo, it's Bolsonaro. Woohoo, it's Bolsonaro." But the most beautiful thing is our First Lady. Go ahead. And Papa Pum really shows why they are the owners of the Brazilian streets and are in the people's hearts. The people's hearts. I'll show you everything. Any other facts? Hit the like button, grab the link, and share it in your WhatsApp, Telegram, and Facebook groups. Come join our family. I'm inviting everyone. Come be a part of our team. Here's the Sword of Omens. I really like Thundercats, my friends. The 80s. Thank God we had the 80s. Those from our time will know the Sword of Omens very well. Who knows, maybe this year the Sword of Omens will bring justice. It arrived today, just when we needed it most, in this moment we're going through. May the Sword of Omens bring justice to this country that has no justice. My friends, before we get started here, just a quick note, we have Wesley and Fervo. Available for everyone. Yes. It's a natural weight loss. You will do it, especially during these end-of-year parties. Sometimes we end up going a little overboard, sometimes we eat a little more, and that worry always comes up. What do we do to lose inches? To be able to lose weight, here's a product with which I lost more than 20 kilos. Everyone asks, Fabiano Giguet, did you lose weight quickly? Yes, my friends, plenty of willpower and a helpful product. It's a little powder, look, it's a little powder that you take and mix in water. It tastes like orange juice, similar to a drink mix. And it suppresses your hunger. You feel less hungry, so you'll be able to lose weight. If I can do it, my friends, I'm living proof, living proof. A few months ago, look at these photos. Look at these images, me and a friend of mine when we were together. You were chubby, Fabiano Giguet. You were chubby. It had been a while since he last saw me. We ended up meeting yesterday. Great guy, my friend Gilberto. Big hug to him. Fabiano, you lost weight after being chubby, I said. It's Slim Fair, which I promote daily on the channel. An excellent product for those wanting to lose weight more easily. Peace of mind. We know it's difficult. Since every day was the same and I couldn't lose weight, Slim Fair helped me, right? To lose over 20 kilos. The link is right here below for everyone who wants to take advantage and get ready for the big summer, looking fit, right? Really cool. It gives you a huge quality of life, my friends. A lot of quality of life. Look, my friends. That's all these guys have. That's all. Lula starts 2026 with another tax increase. The guy wrecked the country. And worst of all, these dirty tricks against President Bolsonaro are just to cover this up, right? Because while he gets his supporters to make fun of an innocent man, since there's no justice here, he's just pushing his own agenda through, right? The guy, he's planning to raise the import tax again now, to collect up to 14 billion reais so he can meet the fiscal target. He won't meet it, mostly because it's an election year. He'll spend recklessly and believes that's where the power ends. 360. He put the report on. Look at that, unbelievable. After dedicating his third term to spending, without thinking about tomorrow, and squeezing those who work and produce, he created 3 more abusive taxes to take money from the people. I had already put 25 here on the Cadastro de Pessoas Físicas look. Everyone is now required to issue an electronic invoice using their own Cadastro de Pessoas Físicas. Informal worker. This is the most malicious government in the country's history against the people. They are trying to communize this place, to socialize it, at least in the first phase of socialism that Inácio imagines, his first phase, which would be trying to take everything from the people through taxes, and then when he can't anymore, then, my friends, that's already the second phase of Lula's socialism, then it's going to be done with malice, just like Maduro does over there in Venezuela. But that's why we have to keep our eyes open. This year, for Flavio Bolsonaro, the one the president nominated, they are making him a political hostage, just like so many others, like the people from January 8th. Felipe Martins got in trouble for them. Just like this whole story with Banco Master, they keep spreading bad things about Bolsonaro. Spreading bad things, they just keep spreading and spreading. Because then people, especially Inácio's supporters, use that, guys, it's mean, it's wicked. Look here and here, see? The increase in the circulation tax, the Imposto sobre Circulação de Mercadorias e Serviços on gasoline, diesel, and gas, started to take effect yesterday. Yesterday, Lula's government raised Imposto sobre Circulação de Mercadorias e Serviços. Of the fuels here, look, so gas, diesel, gasoline. With a gift from Inácio, everything is much more expensive. Everything is much more expensive. And did Tarcísio understand the phase that Brazil is going through? Did Tarcísio understand? I was talking about him, that candidate who came here and joined Flavio's campaign for governor. Tarcísio de Freitas shared a video on social media celebrating the new year while wearing a Brazilian national team jersey. The politician wrote on a chalkboard a math formula, Happy New Year, Feliz Ano Novo. After his message, Tarcísio wrote, Out with Partido dos Trabalhadores. Let's watch his short video. Tarcísio is good at arithmetic, huh? He's good with equations, huh? Look at that. The guy's good here. He did some arithmetic here. And the guy looks good in the picture. And then he solved everything right here. Let's remember that Tarcísio is an old-school military guy, although nowadays that's kind of a bad thing. You don't see a military guy, the guy already retired, the nonsense he pulled with Felipe Martins. From the Air Force guys, the guy is an aviator colonel. Our armed forces are in huge discredit. I'm sorry, whoever it is, I'm sorry. To those who are honest, I know it's not all of you. There are many honest, decent, and upright people. But man, it really hurts. The guy got upset after Bolsonaro fired him. He was worthless anyway. He left the government in 2019. He made up that Felipe accessed his social media, tried to use lawyers and everything, so Alexandre de Moraes could take some of the focus off Banco Master, right? And talking about Felipe Martins? And that's what was talked about today because, of course, we can't stand injustice. We can't accept our First Lady. Look, I'll show you here. She wrote this yesterday, right? Thank you, sir. Another year ends, and we will begin a journey to build a better country. We believe that the renewal of Brazil will come through the strength of good families, and it's a fact. The renewal is happening here in this country. Freedom will come through you, through your family. It's us who will have to solve our own problems. It's us. There won't be anyone who will do anything for us. And that's how the truth has to be. Today we see it, right? It has to be like this. Look at that. We are facing tough times, but this is already building our hope and resilience. These are our marks. We will always remember these moments and those suffering persecution. We will fight tirelessly for true justice in Brazil, and we are certain that God walks with us. P.L. woman, transforming lives, building up. It's very moving, isn't it? These were her moments. In 2025, this woman has, man, such determination, such drive. This woman represents my family. I'm sure she represents yours. She represents the good people of this Brazil, right? I'm just a regular person who speaks like everyone else. To compare this woman here with Janja, guys, it's like water and wine. It's really like water and wine. Janja is extremely jealous of Michelle, of everything she does, of everything she represents. Michelle Bolsonaro is fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. And look at how things are here. There's no point in Marias trying to do harm. There's no point. Zandu show here at Expo Centro Santa Catarina. Packed. Let's see what happened here.
Expo Centro is marked by shouts of "You is Bolsonaro" during Sada's performance. Look at this.
Guys, folks from the Northeast, of course, we know things aren't like they were years ago. Bolsonaro, he won over the Northeast in every way. Millions of people who once felt unrepresented now support Bolsonaro. You who follow me from the Northeast, I have a very large audience. You know, I have people in Fortaleza, I have people in Recife, I have people in Bahia, I have people there in Natal, right? You know, because you were seeing what President Bolsonaro's government was like. We need to show this to more and more people, that's it. I love the Northeast. You all know that very well. Everyone here knows it. You know how much I care about you. Otherwise, I'll tell you, my whole family is from there. But guys, okay. It's the countryside that's the problem, you know? Those tiny city halls. Those city halls where the guy depends on it, right? Solely and exclusively on the mayor's job. There you saw the Partido dos Trabalhadores, that city of Porto de Galinhas, there, and also in Pojuca, the mayor there, the guy who destroyed tourism, ended tourism in Porto de Galinhas, right? He's from Partido dos Trabalhadores, he's from the Republicans, but he was supported by Lula. Look at this absurdity. These guys do this. They destroy the cities. Look over there, Santa Catarina. You don't find a bad city there in Santa Catarina, do you? The difference here is that we have it, but there's no point in going at it with force. Trying to force Bolsonaro on those who dislike him won't work. Small gestures shown gradually help the person understand. After all, they're paying a ton of taxes, she's paying. If we're paying a lot of taxes, so is she. Eventually, you get tired of paying taxes, even if you want to support causes like helping Lula. At some point, they're going to get tired because the money will run out. The money will run out. Look at the crowd here. Lula doesn't draw crowds like this, even in the Northeast. In remote rural areas, Lula lacks this. Bolsonaro also visited those remote areas, but I don't get it. The numbers still don't make sense. Bolsonaro always used to go there. I make a lot of videos here. But those millions of people on the streets, with him, at motorcycle rallies, at campaign events, together with him when he went to a simple bakery. The other guy is holed up there in Rio de Janeiro. Even now, at the fancy renovated base they spent millions on, he's already there using our money. Don't you see his face? Bolsonaro, every January vacation, every New Year's, Bolsonaro would go out to the beach. Bolsonaro would go to the people. Bolsonaro would go into the water. See if Inácio does that. He was supposed to do it. He was supposed to do it. Even with Maria's actions against President Bolsonaro, people never forget him. It's been 6 months. President Bolsonaro has hardly used social media or made a video. And the people don't forget him. That's right. You're going to have to do a lot more evil, but your stock of evil is running out. All the things that are coming up, moving forward, even if you don't like it, people like him. And I think it's already clear that he doesn't like you very much. No, he doesn't, kind of grown up like a Partido dos Trabalhadores cat or something, right? Because, of course, they need you to double down, to be mean to Bolsonaro. So Lula has at least a tiny chance, right, of being less embarrassed. Share this video on WhatsApp, on Telegram, on Facebook. Link. Yeah, link. Do it like this. Send it to those groups. Take advantage of it. Come be part of our family. Subscribe to the channel. Come on. Come be part of our team. Don't forget to subscribe here. Just click the button if you're not subscribed. You're already family here. Parents and children. Fabiano Gigay.